I'm Kumar Rakesh and you're watching Global Governance News TV. Today we're going to discuss about the main news and also give you inputs, some inside story, how this news is there, why this news is here, and how news is going on for our country, for our global village. So today the highlights of the news, and then we'll discuss one by one as we are already discussing. Last 3 days we experiment we are doing on. So uh, today the one highlights news: the Prime Minister is visiting Denmark, France, and Germany, and how the loudspeaker politics is going on. How Mr. Yogi, Chief Minister of UP, has been just doing the well power crunch in many states. The power shortage is going on in Delhi. We also feel like that. The Umar Abdullah, ex-chief minister of Jammu Kashmir, they started to condemn the Modi government on tolerance and how the Congress politics is going on. How the Sonia Gandhi is just trying to take action. How the Haryana politics change. In Himachal also there is change of the guards, and how the PK politics is going on, and how the some actually it's a matter of concern. The Padma Shri artist, legend, living legend, is not behaving properly by the government of India. Whoever doing just eviction, evicted from their houses, and 90 years old, 95 years old. So why and what for? I couldn't understand. And if you see like that, uh, TMC is a growing hold on Tripura, and Gita is more powerful than Bible and Quran. KC Nagesh, Education Minister of Karnataka, has made a statement, and uh, Bilawal Bhutto, as a Foreign Minister of Pakistan and Sri Lanka, just needs all party government. So, one by one, we'll discuss the story, and just I'm giving you the inputs about the Prime Minister visit to the uh, Germany, Denmark, and France. This is the first visit 2022. We'll visit Germany, Denmark, and France from May 2 to 4. The Ministry of External Affairs announced yesterday this will be the first visit abroad in 2022. In Berlin, Modi will hold the bilateral talks with the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, and two leaders will co-chair the sixth edition of India-Germany Intergovernmental Consultation (IGC). The biennial IEC is a unique dialogue format that also sees participation of the several ministers from both sides. This will be the Prime Minister's first IGC with Chancellor Scholz after election. And Angela Merkel was there that time. Now Mr. Scholz is there. And also first the such government-to-government consultation for the new German government, which assumed office in December 2021, just 4 months back. During the visit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chancellor Scholz will jointly address a business event also. The PM will also interact with the Indian community in Germany, a large community, very large number, and also going to so many meetings to so many Indologists also. In 2021, India and Germany commemorated 70 years of establishment of the diplomatic relation, and have been strategic partners since 2000. This visit will be an opportunity to enhance and intensify cooperation in a broad range of areas for the two governments to exchange views on the regional and global matters of mutual interest, and we said in a statement. The Prime Minister will then travel to Copenhagen at the invitation of Prime Minister of Denmark, Mette Frederiksen. He will participate in the second India Nordic Summit being hosted by Denmark. The bilateral component of this visit will include talks with the PM Frederiksen as well as the audience with the Queen Margaret II. The Green Strategic Partnership was the first of its kind arrangement between the India and Denmark. The visit would provide both sides an opportunity to review its progress as well as examine ways to further expand our multifaceted cooperation, the MA said. And during the visit, they will also attend the India-Denmark Business Forum and also members of the Indian diaspora. During the second India Nordic Summit, Modi will also interact with the Nordic leaders, PM Katin, Jack Dutter of Iceland, PM Jonas Gahr Store of Norway, Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson of Sweden, and Prime Minister Sanna Marin of Finland. The summit will focus on the subject like post-pandemic economy recovery, climate change, innovation and technology, renewable energy, and evolving global security scenario in India Nordic cooperation in the Arctic region, as Ministry of External Affairs of India said. The first India Nordic summit took place in 2018 in Stockholm. On this return journey, May 4, we will briefly stop over in Paris and meet French President Emmanuel Macron, who has just been re-elected. India and France are celebrating 75 years of the diplomatic relation this year, and the meeting between the two leaders with the more ambitious agenda of strategic partnership, according to Minister of External Affairs spokesperson. So just you see how the PM is going to be active for the country. And now we'll talk about the power crunch, how the power crunch has affected our country, and we have to think on that. Without power, we can't survive, and a very matter of concern, grave concern. We see the state of the power crunch from the heat wave with the depleted capacity and technical snacks to cold shortage. The states are facing multiple problems in meeting increased demand of power. Look at the situation in some Jharkhand. The state has power consumption 1800 to 2100 megawatt during the peak hours. Power supply of Jharkhand used to be 1850 megawatt before April. The government is only managing to meet the shortage of 200 250 megawatt. Demand has also now surged 2,500 to 2,600 megawatt. The Other Valley Corporation usually supplies 550 megawatt. Same Hemant Soren asked it to provide 200 megawatt. More to plug this shortage, the state also filed its bid on the power exchange, but there is no ability to negotiate with private companies. Jammu Kashmir also in power shortage. Parts of JK are facing power shortage for more than 16 hours. Demand is 3,000 megawatt and supply less than half of that. While shortage in open market is one reason, depleted capacity generation of JK on power projects has added to the woes. Recently, yesterday, Anurag Thakur announced Chenab River power project that will be added to the Jammu Kashmir people. And the UT power project have an installed capacity of 1,200 megawatt but produce just over 450 megawatt, while NHPC own projects in JK have installed capacity of 2,000 megawatt, and they produce less than 1,400 megawatt. Of this, JK receives a little over 150 megawatt. Official says JK has deficit of around 2,300 megawatt, but given high tariff and unavailability, it is purchasing around 800 megawatt. Just to see the Rajasthan, same, the demand in April 2021 about 2,131 lakhs units, to sort up to the 2,800 lakh unit daily. Similarly, peak demand was 11,570 megawatt, which is now 13,700 megawatt. Principal Secretary Mr. Sawant said, due to nationwide coal crisis, production has been affected and power plants are not working at the full capacity. The state plants can generate up to 10,110 megawatt, but generating about only 6,600 megawatt. Haryana also facing problem, shortage of at least 3,000 megawatt. CM Manohar Lal Khattar has said the government is making arrangements from the multiple sources to bridge the gap. Haryana is in negotiation with the Adani Power Limited also for use to the supply from Mundra power plant, and is expecting restoration of power supply to the tune of 1,000 megawatt in the near future. Mr. Khattar stated, Power Minister Ranjit Singh has cited the heat wave and infrastructure project to explain a rise in demand. I hope, as he said, for 1,400 megawatt due from the Adani Power will be received within a week, and I hope by the coming Saturday, power should be fine. In Punjab, oil shortage and technical snacks are said to be main reasons behind the shortage. On Wednesday, demand reached the 7,800 megawatt and availability is around 7,000 megawatt. They led to the 2.5 hours power cuts in domestic areas. Industrial are facing no cuts. Agriculture power, and is claimed agriculture power used as the bare minimum. Now, Due to wheat harvesting, thermal plants generate 5,480 megawatt in Punjab, and on Wednesday, they were generating only around uh, 3,700 megawatt amid a cold shortage. Officials said around 1,000 megawatt capacity is on maintenance, and the remaining gap due to the technical snacks. And Odisha, I'll tell you, facing the shortage of 400 megawatt daily against average a need of 4,150 megawatt and maximum demand 4,450 megawatt during the peak hours. Chief Secretary Suresh Mahapatra had Monday held a meeting on shortage. According to officials, the shortfall in temporary and situation will improve within a week. Officials said the shortage is due to technical snag had halted a 441 megawatt units of NTPC in Sundargarh district, and Odisha Power Generation Corporation is undergoing annual maintenance. There is all the state we have, and just you see the state affairs of the how they are in the power crunch and power shortage. So uh, I hope with the proper management of the concerned government, they will improve and enhance the power capacity of the concerned state. They should on the day. And now I'll talk the loudspeaker politics and how just Uttar Pradesh police has removed more than 11,000 loudspeaker from religious places across the state. The volume of 35,000 loudspeaker has been reduced to the permissible level as per the guidelines. The action by the UP police is taken based by the CM Adityanath state government order, which all state acts to comply with the UP Pollution Control Board on loudspeaker by 30. And as you know, the capacity, the industrial for industrial area 75 decibel, and for commercial area for the 65 decibel, and the residential area allowed on the 55 decibel according to the act. And the maximum number of loudspeaker 2395 removed from Lucknow. Other cities also the maximum impact on order was Gorakhpur 1788, and this is I'll tell you this the loudspeaker removed as well as the mosque and as well as temple also. No discretion, no partiality. So other cities saw the maximum impact order were Gorakhpur 1788, Varanasi 1366, Meerut 1204. Prayagraj 1172, Bareilly 1070, Lucknow topped in the terms of redistributing the volume with loudspeaker 7397 as well. Other prominent cities list include Bareilly 6257, Meerut 5976, Gorakhpur 5561, and Varanasi 2417. According to ADG Law and Order, Prashant Kumar said a statewide drive is being undertaken to remove loudspeaker from religious places and set their volume within permissible limits. As part of this exercise, 10,923 loudspeaker were removed, and removal volume of 35,002 to 1 others were reduced to permissible limit of 4. And just according to officials, they are following the High Court rules as per the decibel of the loudspeakers. An order regarding has been sent to the district administration. Committee has been formed to look after this, and they are talking religious order also, leaders also. And most of the loudspeakers are mounted at religious places, and the drive has received a positive response as they claim. And I think this is a new form of governance, as after Yogi came in power second time. I think what is going is that's good. That should be good in all manners, and that is also praised by Raj Thackeray, Everest leader. Raj Thackeray, who's called to remove the speaker marks, steered the entire Himanchalisa controversy in the state, and he just congratulated today to the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath for removing thousands of loudspeaker from UP religious places, especially the masjid. But they can understand Raj Thackeray. Loudspeaker also removed from the temples also, mandirs also. So that is not a discretion, and especially the masjid. What are they claiming? Unfortunately, in Maharashtra, we don't have any yogis. As Raj Thackeray, what do we have? Our bhogis. So, hedonist and hoping and praying good sense prevails, according to Raj Thackeray message read. And Amrita Fadnavis, wife of the ex-chief minister Devendra Fadnavis, senior leader of Maharashtra, also praised Yogi for removal of all loudspeaker from the religious places. It's a good sign for the uh, uh, administration and governance, as I think, and as Yogi is doing now. So I think this is a good sign for the country, for society, for living a good and happy life. And after that, we will say just eviction of artists. This is not good, as I think. Eviction of artists in our country, they are our uh, treasure. We should protect with all manners. But how the government is behaving with the old 90 plus, 70 plus, the old artists, awarded artists, uh, government should think on that. Recently, the center has uh, evicted Mr. Mayadhar Raut from Odisha, 19-year-old uh, uh, Odisha dance exponent. And after that, Birju Maharaj also just, I think there are some claim he just dead due to the government behavior. And Vashivuddin Dagar, Drupad exponent, Kuchipudi Ram Rao, Mohini Acham, and the noted singer Rita Ganguly. Recently, just meet in party, Rita Ganguly is sharing her view and just criticizing government like anything. What they will get from this house and all, and how the political party is taking the privileges of the concern. And uh, the Mayadhar Rao daughter, Odisha dancer Modhimata Rao said he was serving a lunch when official arrived. I'm just extremely hurt and broken today. And here a dancer trains some of the most lady dancer country like Sonal Mansingh and Radha Reddy and all will retreat the legend. And that should not be this matter of concern. Ministry of Culture should think on that. Government of India also think, the officials of Modi government think how just they are the treasure, and our cultural minister also think on their how they are behaving and treating the uh, artist. This is the one side, and I'll place you another side of the story, how they are going behaving. So now I'll see. I'll just Congress politics. How I'll talk the Congress politics now, how the Congress is going on, and this is recently the Antony is in different mode, and if you see the uh, and how the uh, mm, Sonia Gandhi is just treating the party, how the G23 is working now, and recently the Upendra Huda, the Uday Bhan has been just made uh, uh, Haryana Congress chief, and with the four, uh, I think, uh, working presidents from the balancing the all the groups, Sandeep Surjewala, Salja, and Huda. And Huda is also given the prominence very soon now, and how they have given the prominence, that is also matter of concern. They should, and Sonia Gandhi and Dipender Huda recently also met with Sonia Gandhi with all concerned, and the loyalist Mr. Van is a son of the one of the Iram Garam leader of the Gaya Lal, and 60s he was very popular, but now High Command also appointed the four working president Kiran Chaudhary, the Shruti Chaudhary, daughter of Kiran Chaudhary, and Surinder Singh, and granddaughter of Bansi Lal, ex-chief minister of Haryana, and one Ram Kishan Gujar, the Selja loyalist, Jitendra Bhardwaj, Huda camp, and Suresh Gupta, Surjawala loyalist. How just trying to balance the Congress, the equation in the state, but I don't think it will balance will work now, because in the, one word I can use that this is a very dilapidated condition Congress in Haryana, in every state. How just Himachal, Pratibha Singh, now name change Pratibha Veerbhadra Singh, she has been appointed uh, Congress chief there against so many were there, but I think it will work or not, we'll see. Uh, and on the TMC, recently in the 8 month after, TMC announced a plan to launch a full-fledged state committee in Tripura, and a string committee which was supposed to be temporary arrangement continued to the party. The party is led by the former state uh, 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 leader, who was the MLA, Sunal Bhaumik, which frequently changed parties in the past. So how they'll work or not is a matter of also concern. The party got around the 70% vote in the civic polls last year. That is important for the TMC. But his lone councillor joined the BJP earlier this month. Looking at the situation, the party recently deputed Rajya Sabha MP Sushmita Dev, uh, the daughter of the Santosh Mohan Dev, the senior leader of the Congress, uh, put a house in order in the state, and which is scheduled to the go polls in 2023. And very actually um, very important statement by the Karnataka uh, uh, education minister. I think you'll he just he's saying, I think I'm not claiming, he can't compare Quran Bible with the Bhagavad Gita. So Bible and Quran are religious texts, but the Bhagavad Gita is a book which speaks about the values needed to lead life. So Karnataka primary and secondary education minister Nagesh how just made a statement. This minister remarks came, I went row about a school in Bangalore, allegedly making the parents sign or undertaking due to admission that they would not object to their children carrying the Bible to school. On Tuesday, the diocese of the Bangalore Archbishop Peter McAdoo, while charming the allegation against the school as false, had raised the issue of the state government introducing Bhagavad Gita in his school. He said, if children are asked to buy Bhagavad Gita or books of the religion, can be can it be considered forcing them to influence or inducing them to convert it to this particular religion? Responding this, Nagesh, education minister, said, and yesterday, Bible and Quran are religious texts. Bhagavad Gita does not speak about religion, but it speaks only about the values needed to lead the life. We can't compare Bhagavad Gita with other religion books such as the Quran and Bible. You can teach the Jesus life just as Swami Vivekananda and others should not be imposed religious text on the students. This is a matter of concern for everybody. How the Christianity and the Islam is trying to overcome to our country culture with the so many means. This should not be, and I think this is should not be allowed. Whoever concerned, country is whatever said to be secular, just imposed by the former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi forcibly 1976 when country was in emergency state. Made I think that is illegal. That was an illegal amendment. 42nd Amendment of Constitution that was not properly passed by the democratically. So government of India so think and all politicians think about the amendment, the blunder for the country, secular, that should be changed and should be treated as illegal. Otherwise, no one save this country with their own different tones of the life that is not going properly in our country. And now again the foreign affairs, two very important news. One from the Bilawal Bhutto, son of Benazir Bhutto, has he's the new external affairs and a foreign minister of Pakistan. So we should welcome the young leader, 33 years old leader. So as a and witnessed to both yesterday, led by the PM Shahbaz Sharif, and the crucial juncture at the faces multiple challenges such as fixing strained ties with the US and finding way to restart peace process with India. Whatever Imran Khan is trying to destroy the foreign policy of Pakistan, which is made in the allegation and statement, that was not up to mark for any prime minister of the any state. How just they make the visit to the Russia at that time when the Russia-Ukraine war was on. What he was proved, nobody knows. And in the first time when the Bilawal has been given a key post in the government and assigned a key portfolio. And his mother, Benazir Bhutto, is a great leader and grandfather also. I think so. This is the founding father of Pakistan, we can say. And his father also Asif Ali Zardari and were also present when just to both. And among the main challenges, Bilawal needs the fix strain ties with the US and find a way to restart a stall peace process with Bharat, India. Meanwhile, also Shahbaz Sharif said Pakistan cannot afford to have enmity with the US at all. They're trying to correct the relation as whatever they blame and claim by earlier Prime Minister Imran Khan. Uh, this is he was been uh, unlodged by America. Later on, he just corrected his statement, and I think this should also be level should understand the importance of Bharat with Pakistan as a Pakistani younger brother. That will be till the life younger brother. The part of Bharat earlier, his great grandfather also knows it. And Sri Lanka crisis, the latest news. PM says he'll not going to resign, and Lanka President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. The slogan is there: "Gota go home." And Sri Lanka President Gotabaya Rajapaksa on Wednesday convened a meeting of the political parties on April 29 to discuss the possible formation of the all-party government to end the protected political impasse in the country amid mounting pressure on the Prime Minister Mahendra Rajapaksa to resign and make way for an interim government. This is all a family. President is PM, and all four are in the family. And the family is ruling the Sri Lanka, as earlier before 2014, how the family was ruling the India Bharat. So the PM on Wednesday has asserted the president has not asked him to resign and claimed that they are in the same pace to resolve the crisis. A letter to the all-party leaders in the ruling coalition said the government was in arrangement to form all-party government comprising parties represented in parliament as per the statement. The meeting has been fixed for April 29, that is important, discuss the new arrangement after the resignation uh, PM Mahendra Rajapaksa. It said it comes in the background of pressure mounted within the ruling coalition when the Prime Minister resigned to make way for the interim government. However, this statement from the President in the contrast to the position taken by PM, who has said he will not resign and interim government can be formed only under his leadership. So this is the politics, how they are trying to play, and the ongoing street protests opposite the presidential secretariat on entered the 19th day of on Wednesday to the 20th day. The protests are now also being held opposite the residence come office of PM. The country's trade union threatened on the last days yesterday and will boycott the work from the today and solitary call for the resignation of Rajapaksa family. The Zoril country railway trade union also said train service will be halted, and there is many threatenings from the different ways just we can understand. And also this is the all the social media war, all the properties, all the just families, how they have expanded their all businesses in the different countries. There are already many leaders claim there they both have looted the country. That should not be. And so that is a political impasses there. So I think 29 tomorrow, I think something solution may be there for the country. Sri Lanka is like peace country, and we'll just watching the situation. And government of India, Bharat, and Modi government and Prime Minister Modi has supported Sri Lanka as a younger brother with the diesel, with the food items and many things. And they are also trapped of the China. So Sri Lanka should not trap the China. How they have given the loan and they're trying to uh, pressure the repay the loan. So many politics is going on around. Government India is already alert, and our MEA department also alert. And I think all should be good, all well for the people of Sri Lanka. As I think this is total update for the today. And you just see the all news packages, how you just liked it, how you just uh, uh, feel that, and what are your inputs for the betterment of this packages news analysis. Will happy uh, 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 just if you share your inputs for us and for the betterment of our news and for our channel. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.